Madrid, they used to lose here. They don't make a habit of that now. There's a huge opportunity for them given the results that have gone before. Atletico keeping the pressure on them, Barca losing. Imagine that 10 points could go down to 6 in the space of 2 weekends. And sadly for Athletic, we have to face the truth, Simon. Ziganda, a likeable man, a man who's historic in this region, is fighting for his position. Team absences or not, he has to convince his board, the fans, and worst of all, he probably still has to convince his own team.
Yes, he certainly does. He's under massive pressure, and that's not only connected to Athletic's disappointing form over the first months of this Liga season. More than anything, it's because they were knocked out of the Copa del Rey. Remember, Athletic Club is a historic cup team, knocked out by second division B side Formentera midweek. Let's see the players who Ziganda selected to try and bounce back. Kepa Arrizabalaga, will be talking a lot about him over the next 90 minutes. Dimarcos, Echeta, Unai Nunez and Valenciaga at the back. A little bit of a makeshift back four there. Iturraspe and Mikel Rico playing in the holding midfield roles in front of the central defenders. Williams, Raul Garcia, Suzaeta playing behind lone striker Aritz Aduriz. And, well, as I mentioned, it's been a little bit difficult.
The clear indication is that Madrid very much fancy him, and that's always a test. Can he keep his head clear of that speculation?
Well, a player who might feel the pressure of Kepa, Keylor Navas back in goal after injury at the back. Zinedine Zidane's first choice back four, really. Carvajal, Varane, Ramos and Marcelo. Luka Modric, Casemiro and Toni Kroos. We're used to seeing them when Zinedine Zidane has everyone available. And Isco, well, he'll be changing, moving all across. Toni Kroos doing well there, and it's gifted by Dimarcos to Ronaldo. He's got Isco to his left. Here's Isco, Benzema on the far post. In comes the cross. Benzema off the woodwork, and Kepa was and keep the pressure on Navas and company to let them know that there's a game going on here.
And that little
for Athletic Club as the 10 minutes come up.
Here's the ball from Ronaldo to Isco. He doesn't always distribute in the most generous way. The cross is perfect. Benzema does 99% of his work correctly. You know, he's still bugged. That's a problem for him.
Iñaki Williams lays it off nicely to Dimarcos. Dimarcos whips the cross in. As glancing header from Aritz Aduriz.
Well, right. Yeah.
Yeah.
And here's the chance.
It's a
fantastic glancing
header.
Super stuff. Only the very best can take that kind of pressure. Varane right up his back, glance it, make it on target, and make Keylor make a save.
Oscar Dimarcos brings it under control, gets away from Marcelo. Poor cross, headed clear. And the attempted shot by Suzaeta. Iñaki Williams is there. And in the end, that efficiency we were talking about was lacking. But Athletic certainly putting the pressure on.
Well, if you want to give them a smell of a chance, this is what Madrid are doing, because suddenly, from having dominated the game, they're beginning to look ragged, unsure about whether Marcelo's right, not winning the first ball, not winning the second ball, allowing 3 chances in the box in the last 6 or 7 minutes. And if anybody in Athletic didn't believe, and I remember clearly Girona saying...
Modric, picked up by Dani Carvajal, finds Benzema, first time to Casemiro. Toni Kroos arriving. Kepa tested once again it's on target, once again it's low and shooting off the surface, and once again it's a little bit too close to the Athletic Club keeper.
Until now, it's one of the things that Iturraspe has been doing well, because Madrid spent the week practicing 3 things: pressing, moving the ball quickly in tight spaces, and shooting. Just made it super slow-mo. Marcelo, come on, son.
Here's Dimarcos, who does well. Raul Garcia to Iñaki. Iñaki setting the shot up, palmed away by Keylor Navas. Corner number 1 for Athletic Club. I'm not sure he was on target. Navas, I think, quite right to get the hands to it.
He had to, and I was going to say, not only could you just see the deflection, it was struck so hard you could actually hear the touch, which, given that his fingertips, is smashing. And this is the thing that Williams probably lacks in his game. He has to put more...
Rico in the box. Isco and Modric forming a kind of wall, floated to the far post! Across the face of the goal by Raul Garcia. Aduriz is down 2. That's the clearest chance so far tonight from Athletic Club.
Quite honestly, as this drops here, Garcia's probably got to look to put it on target. You can see what he's trying to do. If it works, we'll be lauding it for perfect team play. The little touch is aimed at his strike partner, but he has...
Now it's Isco. Modric. Still Modric gets into the area. On the byline, Carvajal pulls it back. It falls to Toni Kroos. Well, I was asking for a response from Real Madrid. We just got it.
They practice this, and therefore the cutback is meant to be to the edge of the box. They work hour and hour and hour on the training ground over this, and it's a super cutback. Now it ends up there by deflection. Kroos should have buried it, but the build-up play is the first indication that Real Madrid are still in form, that they're not daunted by the way in which Athletic have taken the game to them, because there was lovely interpassing between Carvajal, Benzema, Modric, which ended up in that chance for Kroos that frankly should have been on target.
The pullback was semi-cleared by Iturraspe, and absolutely from Iñaki Williams. Not the best ball from Isco. It's picked up though by Marcelo. Has fallen to Ronaldo, brings it down and misses the target. Some very worryingly bland defending there from Athletic.
They never looked comfortable. They gave it away, but Valencia, after praising him, found himself in a good position, made a good run, received the ball well, and didn't know what to do. As soon as he was caught, he was picked off. And if this goal had come from our Marcelo right-footed cross, then I'd have had to eat my words about his distribution of that weaker foot. And how do you explain this problem that Ronaldo is having? Things that he would do automatically are not coming off for him. I mean, he doesn't look comfortable often enough in the place that was his hunting ground, that penalty box. It's odd. Is it lack of practice? Is it lack of confidence?
Move of the half. The fans are aware of the danger here. Toni Kroos plays it square to Modric. He needed perhaps one touch too many. Flicked in to Rafa Varane and safely cleared away.
I want to make a little comparison because comments can't come cheap. When Ronaldo had a free kick in exactly the same play of grass, it was a wasted shot. Yeah. That rehearsed move ended with Varane nearly heading home.
Here's Isco. Swings it into the far post. And somehow it's got away by Xavier Acheta off the line. Benzema looking ruefully at the chance that's just gone begging.
But I think we're beginning to see in these last two actions, okay, this ends up as a cross, which is perfectly flighted, and the Frenchman's in there, and it's cleared away fine. But I think we're seeing that Real Madrid do have an aerial advantage that they must look to use better in the second half.
Mikel Rico, now Balenciaga, that's a good ball indeed, and it was misread by Casemiro. Good save from Navas. Great opportunity there for Aritz Aduri if he had time. It almost looked as though time stood still as he selected the shot. Balenciaga insisting, cross to the far post. Down goes Raul Garcia, and he's told in no uncertain terms to get up. Gets on its feet to complain.
The ball's lovely. Well, certainly, the naked eye didn't tell us anything initially. And at this stage, it's another example.
Yes, he catches him.
Well, this is funny industry, hard work. There's the cross in. I take your point.
The foot goes out.
There's a foot. Yeah.
You'll see it here. No, you won't. That's the shot from Aduri.
It's on target. It hits it hard and low. It draws a save from Kaler. Well, you want the ball to go in if you're Aduri for the Athletic crowd. He's done his job there.
Mamez. Isco gives that one away. Picked up quickly by Rico. This is Iñaki Williams driving at Sergio Ramos. Little twist and a turn, gets into the area, comes off Ramos, Suzaeta, and somehow Navas got enough of glove to it to prevent any further danger. It will be a corner for Athletic Club. Suzaeta with his head in his hands, and the crowd on their feet.
Listen to the noise, listen to the noise. Everybody now believes. I'm not sure they all did before the start of this match, but they certainly do now. Kaler
by Acheta there. And here's Iñaki's earlier shot blocked. Falls to Isco again. There's danger here. Ronaldo. And if that didn't just maybe flick the outside of the post, either way, very close.
It was the old Ronaldo. It's been a culmination of 4 or 5 minutes where Madrid have been in control of the ball, control of the game. A little confident flick by Isco, and it certainly looks to me as if maybe the touch is just past the post. Yeah, no. Referee's called it right, but it definitely was the old Ronaldo.
Dani Carvajal. Supreme confidence from Carvajal all night. Here's Madrid. Gets to the byline, plays it in low. Kepa smothers it under pressure from Cristiano Ronaldo. Moments of good attack.
Right to speculate there. One of the things that's become increasingly evident over the last 10-12 minutes is that the cost of Athletic outworking and outrunning Real Madrid is now making them pay a bill, and that's why they're corralled in their own sort of 30-metre line, unable to get out, using the ball weakly.